Okay,
Yeah.
we can hear you. You have 5 minutes?
Okay, great. I won't take the 5 because you guys have been very good in terms of hearing so many speakers. And by the way, thank you for not for the last minute vote there on changing the time to 3 minutes. I think people feel like a last minute notice like that they're really being deprived of their 5 minutes. So thank you for not changing the time. Although, like I said, I'm probably going to stick to my 3 minutes. But I'm going to talk fast. I do a lot of advocacy on Twitter for the vaccine stuff, Lion advocacy, and so I get a lot of feedback about what's going on in the city from that channel. And the vaccine, the home vacancy tax rollout did get a lot of attention because it put a lot of people under significant amount of stress. It was a very high pressure tactic to get money into the coffers of the city. I know now, listening to the speaker, that it's not a revenue generating purpose here. It's just to make sure that homes aren't vacant. So we have to keep that in mind, because what the city did was so stressful for so many people, and it was so embarrassing. People didn't want to talk about it publicly, but you had families that were stressed over it. It caused infighting. And not just that, but the notice was unforgiving. The notice required that people can fight the fine. I'm going to call it a fine. They could fight it, but they had to pay the fine while the complaint was being processed. So they had to come up with the cash. In some cases, you're dealing with people who are fined up to $30,000. These people don't have the money. So you're trying to solve one problem, homelessness, which is great and highly encouraged. By the way, Israel's been doing this since 2013. They've been taxing vacant land tax and vacant home taxes since 2017, I think. So there's a precedent for this. I think there's other ways personally, but anyhow, the point being, you have to be forgiving with those notices. Those notices were unforgiving. It only took, and surprisingly, I was not aware that the mayor did not know those notices were going out, because those notices were pretty strict. And like I say, they caused, for some people that contacted me, it was a major stressor. I don't want to say it, but if you actually cross-check the data on public health and the call-ins to EMS, I bet you there was a surge in call-ins for that period of time. So my advice is this: make sure forgiveness is the prime, and mercy is top of the agenda for this thing, because it is a big it's going up to 3% now. This city has to be forgiving before it starts taking property from people, because this is a lot of money. It's a big change. It's got to be forgiving. And you got to give people time and proper notice. So I guess this is more of a message for enforcement. If people are filing a complaint and appealing their vacant home tax, because some of these people are seniors, they don't speak English, some of them, it's very stressful. Don't make it requirement that they have to pay the fine while they're filing the complaint, because that itself, it goes to the tax collections, it puts a lien, it can mess everything up. And that creates a whole other host of homelessness problems potentially, and mental health and stress problems for people that now have a tax lien potentially on their property. So I'm not going to use up my 5 minutes, because I know you guys got to get out of here and eat some food. Thank you for listening. And any questions, or if you can make a motion on that, though, make a motion for when it comes to enforcement. Do not make the people pay just to prove that they exist, that they're not vacant. Thank you.
Thank you.